Hey y'all, so we are back and we most definitely got some good topics to talk to you about today. Personal awareness, development.
Personal development. I think that's a real good thing.
Yeah.
A real big thing that's as a collective.
Yes.
Everybody just wants to do better, be better, have better.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I think that everybody as a whole just wants to do better. People have come to the realization that I can't remain the same and experience a different reality.
Yeah.
You know?
No. You most definitely have to make the changes in order to do better, in order to see different results.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we get stuck like in our ways and just thinking like, well, maybe if I try again at a different time, or maybe if I try this at a different time. No, like you have to change your routine, change your way of thinking, change your way of like how you're doing things in order for you to see a different result. You know what I mean? I feel like that is so important. But sometimes like when our minds is trained a different way.
Yes. And it's hard to break that programming.
It's hard to break
that
it.
Patterning. Yeah. Anytime that you are trying to really work on yourself and change in order to get a brand new result that your future self wants to get, it's going to come down to your thinking and your habits. Those are the two key things, you know?
Yes.
And a lot of people want to decide their future so bad, but you don't really decide your future. You decide your daily habits, and then your habits is going to decide your future. You know?
Yes. Because what you do every day, what you put in every day, that's going to tell you like, okay, this is what you do. Like you cannot work out and think you're going to receive some different results. Trust me, because I've been there before. So it's like you have to set the tone for the day, and that's so important for me now. Like, you know, I can't keep complaining about my weight and this and that, and I'm not getting up and I'm not making changes in order to get different results.
Yes.
So that's like important to do that. But like you said, you got to shift your mindset.
Have to.
Different habits.
And it's just important to go easy on yourself. You got to think about it. A lot of us, we're in our 30s and 40s, and we've been a certain way for a very long time. So there's a lot of deeply rooted things.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
We are operating off of subconscious programming every single day.
Yes.
So number one, it takes the awareness first. You got to have the awareness that I got to do something different. You know, I'm making all these plans. I have all these goals. I want to see a different outcome, you know. But I have to have the awareness that the current reality I'm living right now is a manifestation of what I've already been doing.
Exactly.
So you got to have that level of accountability within oneself first.
Yeah.
That's another accountability. Like, I've created this. With the life I'm living right now is what I have been creating.
Right. And it's just like you said, a level of accountability. And like we've been programmed, like we were talking about before, like sometimes our mindset and our environment that we live in, and not more so just the environment of how our upbringing has to do with it as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like I was telling you, I had to like unlearn a lot of things and relearn like certain things too in order for me to like, okay, change my way of thinking, change my way of how I'm moving. Like everything that I was taught growing up is, I can say it was not always the right thing. So it's like now as an adult, it's like, okay, now I'm taking on my responsibilities to unlearn and relearn, because a lot of people too, I feel like, so some people, what they do is that they take, oh, well, in my childhood, this is what happened. So, okay, but what are you going to unlearn that type of behavior so that you can do better now?
Yes.
And that's just my whole thing. Like, you have to do better. You got to put things in place. Like, know better. Now you know better. It's time to do better now.
You know better, then you have to do better. And
no
it's like,
excuses.
And it's really evolving from that victim consciousness as well.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are stuck in victim consciousness and they don't have. That's why awareness is so important.
Yeah.
You got to know when you're being the victim and not taking responsibility and accountability. Like, you have to know that, because if you don't, then you're constantly going to point the finger, point the blame. Everything's going to be everybody else.
Not
you know.
Like,
a lot of people are even out here blaming
God.
Your
own BS.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to own it out, because if you're so busy pointing fingers, it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you want to do, and then people that are around you are gonna look at you like, okay, you're so busy pointing fingers at this person, and that person, because it's everybody else's fault. But what did you do to contribute to it? You see see what I'm saying? Like, what can you say, or are you strong enough to even say, well, you know what? I see what you're saying. So maybe I do need to fix that. Or maybe, I could be a little this or that. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. And I feel like sometimes it's hard for people to take accountability and own up to their own BS.
Yeah, it is. It's hard for people to do that. So I just would say, like, for anybody that's trying to achieve a goal, make changes, just do better, become a better person. We always hear people talking about, I'm trying to be the highest version of myself.
Right.
The first thing that you want to know is the highest version of yourself is not a separate person from you.
Exactly.
Okay?
It is you.
It is the version of you that has started to break some of these patterns and these habits. Okay? Bit by bit, little by little. You're not going to go from A all the way to Z.
Right.
You got to have grace on yourself. And you have to make a conscious decision that I'm going to be able to become an active participant in my own journey.
Yes.
And every single day, I'm going to decide I'm going to literally do something different than I did before. I'm going to build momentum in that. And once I've now planted that seed, I'm going to reap the harvest from the build-up and the 1% daily changes that I am making.
And it's like you got to participate in it. You got to be able to really, like you said, you got to plant the seed. But you got to have the mental, the mindset.
The mindset.
You got to have the mindset to do it. You got to really be, driven. And it's all about, and I understand that it's important to have a community around you to push you, to encourage you.
Very important.
But you also have to want to do it yourself. Because people can pour into you all day long and tell you, hey, you know what, you got the potential, or you can do it. This is your gift. Walk in your purpose. They can tell you all day long. But if you're not fully aware of who you are,
that's it.
You're not gonna bloom.
You're not aware of who you are.
If you're not aware, you're gonna find yourself over here. You're gonna find yourself over here. You're gonna find yourself over here. You're gonna find yourself being inconsistent. But it's like, once you are fully aware of your full power and your potential, like, you can do all the things.
And one of the number one reasons or ways in which people give away their power or outsources their power is not having the full awareness of the power they have to begin with.
Right.
Which causes them, as we were just now talking, I heard somebody say, don't be so trendy that you forget that you are a trailblazer.
What?
Don't want to be so popular up here, jumping on all these different things, that you forget that you have an authentic calling and anointing on your life or your lane that's in your own authenticity and power. That's where your anointing, that's where your glory lies.
And once you understand that, forget what people say.
Yes.
Forget what people, because trust me, once you start moving in that direction and moving with that mindset, people are going to say, oh, you think you're too good. No. Everything is not for you.
Yes. Yep.
Everything is not for you. It's not. So it's just like, okay, I understand the trends and whatever the case may be, but I'm a trailblazer.
And what happens is,
you're a trailblazer. So it's just like, you know the power that you have. So you know in the direction that you're supposed to go into.
And then what happens is everybody becomes a carbon copy version of everybody else.
Yes.
And I know fully that the world cannot fully run at its full electrifying power if everybody is a copycat and a carbon copy version of everybody else. So the world needs your power. You dim your light trying to be like somebody else, not having your own mind, want to copy this, want to be on this train, want to be on that train. And like I told you earlier, I had to even come back to myself. It's okay to want to be, what's trending.
What's trending, right.
Sometimes. But let's reel it back in. I said, Mel, get back on this camera and start talking. Okay? That's where my authentic power lies. Right. That's what's going to set me apart. And we living in a world where we want to be set apart because your power, my power, that's how we're going to set this world to flame.
And it's not like, when you said that earlier, I was like, that is so important, being a trailblazer, because if your purpose is to trailblaze, you better trailblaze. And it's not always an easy thing to do.
It's not.
Of course, because I understand that, like you said, some people, they like to jump on what's trending, but it's just like, that's not meant for everybody.
And you rob the world of
No.
you. You rob the world of your glory, your
Yes.
personality, your power, your authenticity. You rob the world
We
of
need that special
experiencing.
something
Yes.
that only you can give.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We need that special energy only you can give. That special power only you can give. You know what I'm saying? That special something that only they can receive from you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, and we need more of that. Most
Yeah.
definitely. That's how when I see people doing things, yes, do that. Because we need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah.
We need, like, be authentic. And I tell people that all the time, and it's so important to be that person.
Yes.
Like, be her. Don't be them.
Yep.
Be her.
Be her. Be her. Be her. Yes.
Yes. So that is like that. Because when you said it, I was like, that's it.
Don't be so trendy that you forget that you are a trailblazer. Yes. And I heard that. I forgot where I heard that from, and it just like resonated with me.
Yes.
Just like, I am a trailblazer. I am a pioneer for this generation.
Yes.
You know, and the tone that I set for today is going to catapult into the next generation, the next generation, because I'm a pioneer. I am a trailblazer. You know.
Girl. And it's hard, and I know like it's hard for walking that path, and I feel like when you fully walk into your purpose, and it's hard. It's hard because you're gonna have your moments where you're like, oh, like this is too much. Yeah. But I honestly feel like, and I'm a true believer, I don't feel like God is gonna put something on you that you're not, you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you do the work, and you set yourself up mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, I really honestly feel like you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I really do. But you gotta, like, consistency is the key for me, especially when you're like, when you're the light, when you're the light for somebody else. Yeah.
And all of this has like really allowed me to appreciate hard times or struggles, or just when life gets hard and life be lifing, and you just be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like life, like, yo, why is life like this? I've really come to appreciate those times, because even in those hard times, I know that it's for me, and I know that I have to struggle or be in a setback or navigate my way, you know, or pray my way through and grow through some things, because there's a lesson in it, and this lesson that's in it is setting me up for the next level, for the next version that I want to get to, for the next everything. You know, I'm really like, it's causing me to be able to shift timelines and become that next version of myself. So I've learned to appreciate the struggles in the journey.
And the thing about appreciating the struggle that I've learned from myself too, and I always try to tell people, like, appreciate the struggle, and then too, when you finally overcome, don't let anybody take you back.
Don't let anybody take you back.
People's gonna try to give you reminders. They're gonna try to say you changed. I'm just like, you're supposed to change.
Yes,
you're not supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to work hard. You're supposed to evolve to get to where you need to be, so you can continue to progress. Like, that is the goal. The goal is not to stand still or to stay in it. It's to move through it and evolve. And people don't understand it. People don't get it. And it's just like, oh, you changed. No, I changed for the better.
Yes, I'm supposed to change.
I'm more aware now.
Yes.
I'm more aware, so you can't just say anything to me. You can't just no longer do anything to me, because I'm more aware of my power.
Yes. And struggles and lives, you know, brings on awareness.
It does.
It brings on awareness.
It opens your eyes up to so many different things. And it's just like, and I feel like too, it brings a reminder, oh, you know what, I've been through this a couple months ago, so let me go ahead and move through this, so I can this will be another lesson for me. This will be another story that I can tell. And I always tell people, like, we're going to be in it. Don't think everything is going to be just peaches and cream through the process, because it's not. You're going to be in it, but the goal is not to stay in it. It's to move through it.
It's to grow through it. And that's what we're doing. We're growing through it, you know? And so...
And it's hard. And this personal growth and just being aware of who you are, I feel like it's so important. It really is. And just have the people around you that consistently remind you. Because one thing I can't stand is when somebody remind me of who I used to be.
Yeah.
Bye. If you can remind me about what I used to be, that means you're not present in the now.
You're not present in the now.
You're not present in the now.
You're not. Mm-mm.
That means you're not important then.
Yeah.
Because you're not present in the now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But you're going to have those people that's going to pop up and try to remind you of
pull you back down, drag you back down.
And who used to be here and what you did back then 2 years ago, what you did 5 years ago, what you did 2 years ago. Talk about what I'm doing now. Talk about how I'm moving now. How I'm progressing now. How I evolve now. Some people can't do it.
And that's why sometimes as you grow in your growth and as you evolve into these new versions of yourself, that's why you gotta leave people behind sometimes, because they no longer fit into this new version of you.
Have to.
They can no longer fit in that space. They can't occupy that space anymore. You can no longer subscribe to those type of people anymore because you've outgrown them. You know, not to say you're better than them, because everybody is at their own level of a point of attraction in their own journey and things like that. But as we keep moving and growing, I'm going to outgrow things and people and situations
problems, all of that stuff. And that's the whole goal is. And people who get it is going to grow with you.
Yes.
People who understand, people who's in their lane of evolving and growing is going to get it.
Yeah.
But the people who have a problem with you is always going to find something to pick out, something to say about you, versus, you know what, let me go ahead and fix myself. Let me work on myself. So that way we can meet up again eventually. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to have the understanding of your journey, and it's not for everybody too, but the right people is always going to be there. And I tell people that all the time.
And that's why, going back to what you said again, is why you have to know who you are. Because if you are flimsy and confused and questioning on who you really are, you'll let those people pull you back down, and you'll find yourself in judgment, and in shame. That's why you have to know who you are and stick to that tunnel vision.
Yes.
And stay focused. Like you said, mindset is everything. Mindset. What is your mind set on?
Yeah.
What is your mind really set on? What are you focusing on? Because whatever you're going to focus on, or you are focused on, that's what it's going to expand at that time. Right. So what is your mind actually set on every single day? What do you have your mind set on?
Yep. And it can just be on, if you wake up every day to say, and to put your blame on somebody else or put your finger on somebody else. So what are you doing to better yourself? What are you doing to make the situation better? You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like the journey that we are on, it is so important.
It's so important.
Being like self-aware of who you are, of your purpose, of your power. It is so important too. Because if not, you won't be everywhere.
You can be everywhere. And as you start to grow more and change along in your journey, the further and further you go along, at each new point of attraction, you're going to start to attract different situations, circumstances, experiences, people. There are going to be people to come along with you, or meet you on wherever you are on your journey, for where you are at that time, to help to bring even more contribution to your life experience. But it's at the level that you are attracting, vibrating, the energy you're putting out, all at that level. It is.
It is important.
It's so
important. That is crazy. And I'm just like, the energy is crazy because it's like I'm surrounded by a lot of women. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like I get a taste of everything, every personality, every energy, every vibe, the whole 9 yards, and it makes you more aware.
Yes, it does.
It makes you your eyes are open to new things, and that's why when a lot of women say, "Oh, well, I don't get along with a lot of women," I'm like, I too.
Same.
I don't get along with certain type of women. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, if you're somebody who's always negative, if you're somebody who's very inconsistent, if you're somebody who's just not moving and doing the things you're supposed to do, then we may have a different way of thinking. So that's not saying that we cannot mix or mingle together. We just have a different way of moving. You see what I'm saying? But you still have to have those certain people that are aligned with you. Everybody doesn't belong. It's not going to go with you. Everybody is not going to go with you, and I had to understand that. And it's just like through life, period. It's just like it is what it is. But one thing you have to do, you have to learn to cherish people too. You have to. Because some people are here today and are gone tomorrow. So it's like, be mindful of what you say to people, because words do hurt.
Yes, they do.
And when you're speaking to somebody, be intentional.
Be intentional with your words.
Be intentional with your words, because if you're so busy speaking out of anger, being spiteful, just being nasty, you don't know what you can do to somebody because you don't know the person that you're speaking to, where their mindset is.
You do not know. And you don't even know what trauma they're trying to work through at that time. Exactly. You know, and so here you come with your nasty attitude.
That part.
And on to, you know, and that's not the type of person.
So what I already have going on.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so easy for me now to be like, okay, I can drop people like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Now. Because I don't really have the space and the time in my life right now to deal with people who are just negative and inconsistent and just always have something to say. It's like, what can you do to shine a light over here?
Yes.
And then two, I feel like some people, and I know some people are labeled as strong people. So it's just like, check on your strong friends.
Listen,
stop with the whole, and that kills me. Like, please stop. If y'all hear me, please stop with the whole, well, you're strong. So what?
Check on your strong friends.
Strong people break too.
I'm considered the strong friend.
Me too.
So check on me, sis, okay? Because I've had a rough past couple of months. So check on me, okay? I'm the strong one. I'm always the one that's like pouring into people, inspiring, encouraging. I'm the one, you know? Check on me.
Check on the strong people.
Check on your strong people.
We human.
Yes.
We need to
yes.
Check
on
me. It's important. It's important to check on anybody. It's important because, like I said, like even though I feel like sometimes the strong people, we get dumped on a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We get dumped on a lot.
We do.
We take on a lot of other people's issues and problems and burdens because I worry. So it's like if I know you got something going on, I'll be like, is you okay? Like, you good? I'm tapping in. You know, it's like I was texting you, hey, just checking in on you. You straight? You good? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I feel like it's important to have those type of people in your life because it's just like it's needed. Because a simple, hey, you
checking
good?
in,
Hey, you straight? You okay?
Goes a long
Versus
way.
I ain't heard from you in like 2 months and I ain't heard. You don't know what I've been going through.
You don't know what I've been going through. I mean, I feel like I don't even have enough time to even talk about like how much life has been lifing. Listen,
life for everybody. Everybody has something. Everybody is going through something. So it's just like, check on your strong friends. It's important to do that. So it's like the world that we living in is just like here today, going tomorrow.
Right.
You know, people's getting sick. People's going through things. People are building. People are losing. People are, and that's life. But sometimes when life hits you, sometimes it really do hit you to where you like, damn, like where did that even come from?
Like, come on now. If you sometimes you like just be like, all right, I can't take another test because if you give me one more test, it's gonna take me out. It's gonna take me out.
Hey, give me like 10 minutes. Give me a moment, please. Hey, but like I said, you know, sometimes the strong ones are the ones that be like, boom, 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 boom. It's like a test. It's like a whole freaking test. But I feel like it's important. But you know, like just tapping in with y'all. Though.
Just tapping in, you know.
Just tapping in with y'all. Just having a conversation. We're here at Lily Pearl. About to eat our lunch. French, so whatever you want to call it. So we just want to say, you know, thank you for tuning in to us once again.
Hello, how are you?
And follow us.
You work here?
On social media. We have Melanie here. You want to tell them where they can follow you?
Yes, follow me on Instagram at Melanie Wade _. Okay.
And you can follow me at Asian Doll, and then follow She Wins RBA _.
Yeah, that was really good.
And if we're all of this.